Hey everyone, here's my flowchart for herbs and spices, their place in history. I have to be honest, when I started this project, it kind of blew up and got huge. So at first I condensed it down to this version with a timeline. However, this version was still really big. So I took and broke it down to the first relative events, which started with China and then with Egypt onto the Greeks, and then we have the Romans, the Goth, and what the role they played, and then it finishes up with Constantine's empire. I kept all the sections pretty much the same, so I made sure I got across the right and same information for each part. We'll start with Emperor Shang Yang. He tested herbs on himself and documented them. I do plan to put in some pictures and hopefully some videos. Followed with a bunch of mythology and legends. Of course, I'm going to follow that up with facts, and then I'll have a little section on the handling and growing of that time period for herbs, which will coincide with a timeline, which will then be followed by a 5-question quiz. And then we'll go on to Egypt and that time frame and how spices played a role here, which was religious practices, preservation, mummification, even to smell good, pictures and videos, hopefully a video of mummification, and of course legends and stories and mythology here. And I know that there's a great deal of fact and curses. We might even explore a couple curses. And of course the healing, handling and growing of the time period and region, of course with the timeline and the 5-question quiz. And then we're going to go up to Greece, and we all know how much mythology plays in the Greek world. Again, there will be pictures and videos, hopefully videos. A great deal of mythology and how they handled spices and what they thought of spices, and then followed with facts and the handling and growing, along with the timeline and the 5-question quiz. When we get to the Romans, things are a little bit different. Now we are looking more at the mythology and the use of medical herbs and the mythology and legends that surround that. And so there's a lot there, and I think that this is going to be a very interesting section because this is the first time that people really started using herbs as medicine. And then, of course, handling them, the timeline, and then, of course, followed by the quiz after you learn all that great information. Then we're going to go up to the Goths. And I have to be honest, there is not a lot of information about the Goths. I do know this part. They are the reason Europe got cut off from the spice trade. The Goths seized the shoreline, and so there was no longer anywhere for them to land to do trade. I'm hoping to find pictures and videos. There is some mythology and there are some facts. I'm still researching this section. So as that progresses along, then of course the content will be there, and then hopefully the timeline, and then followed by the 5-question quiz. I'm going to end this section actually with Constantine's empire, and that's where he had cut off Europe and pretty much the rest of the world from the spice trade routes for millennium. So, and I'm going to explore that, and they just developed the Arab spice markets. And of course, there's some great pictures, and I'm hoping to find some live videos or videos of the markets, legends, and then of course, lots and lots of facts, and then the handling and growing of that time period, followed with the timeline or following along with the timeline, and then the 5-question quiz here. So here's my flow chart as of right now. I won't guarantee that it won't change as I do more research and I find out more facts and information. Sections just keep growing, but this is what I have so far, and I hope you enjoyed it.